Heute reagieren wir auf den Brawl Talk. 2 neue Brawlers kommen raus. Lasst uns bereit.
We are back from our summer break and ready for
Und
the
wird alles über
Right,
Deutsch
Danny?
übersetzt.
That is correct, my human friend Brawler.
What's that?
Roboter.
Meet Dannytron 3000, a genius robot I developed myself, capable of presenting any update.
Correct.
I see. Good job, Danny.
And welcome to Brawl Talk.
Ja, Brawl Talk. Ja. Bell. Ist das ein neue Brawl, oder? Vielleicht ein neuer Brawl oder was ist das denn? Apropos, bevor wir zur Sache kommen, ich wünsche mir auf jeden Fall von brawlstars einen seltenen oder einen super seltenen Brawler. Ich hoffe, das kommt doch. Und das ist der chromatische Brawler, der andere ist hoffentlich ein seltener oder super seltener. Und apropos, fällt erst gerade auf, das ist der längste Brawler aller Zeiten. Dort 9 Minuten, 8 Sekunden. Der längste bis jetzt, glaube ich, der Colette Brawl Talk, glaube ich, mit 8 Minuten. Der längste, okay, der muss das wertvoll sein. Da muss ja cool sein.
Back to the Wild West, but not entirely.
We introduce you to the Robot Factory, the home of all those crazy robots you see in Star Park.
It's also a perfect link to our
Oh,
newest
geil
chromatic
aus.
brawler,
Oh,
Sam.
He's the second member
Der
of
Brawler
Bell's
heißt
trio
Sam.
and literally her partner in
Geil.
crime. He also has some
Nahkämpfer,
personal beef with
Nahkämpfer,
all the
sag.
robots in Star Park.
His playstyle feels very unique to
solche
Brawl.
diese
When
komischen
equipped with his
Fallen.
knuckle busters, he does a stronger close-range
Oh, 500
attack
damage.
that can hit multiple enemies at the same time. When he doesn't have them, his attacks are not as powerful, but they are faster.
And while he has his knuckle busters, his super bar is always full, meaning he's the first brawler who already starts with his super available.
Activating his super with his knuckle busters on will throw them and will damage
Ah,
everything
okay.
on their way. He also
Geil.
gets a temporary speed buff. Activating the super again will then
Okay,
call
dann
his
macht er
knuckle
weniger
busters
Damage,
back
macht er
to his
weniger
arms
Damage.
and damage everything on their way back.
While Sun doesn't
Kann ich mal
have his
aussuchen, was er
weapon,
machen
he'll have to
will.
charge his super in the normal way, by hitting his attacks. Or he can
So wie
collect his
Boxerin.
knuckle buster
Weil
again.
wir zu wenig
Sam
diese
will get the
Boxerin.
Caesar Sam skin at the last tier of the
Das
Brawl
Skin?
Pass.
And the first
Cool
king
aus.
of the Brawl Pass is Desperado Poke.
Der Brawl.
Completing the Calamity Gun
Fokus
will
egal,
have
ne?
Lawless Lola as the Power League skin
Cooler Skin.
and Crowbone for gems.
We will also be getting Moon
Like
Bunny
those.
Squeak for the Moon Festival in Asia,
Oh, this is
Stomp
super
Span,
geil.
it will make sense, I promise,
Hey,
and
hey,
Mecha
hey,
Mortis,
hey,
our newest 299
Mecha
gem skin
Mortis.
with custom
Es gibt
voiceover
doch schon
and visual
den
effects.
Es
And
gibt doch schon
if
den
you get him
Mecha
on release month,
Crow und
you
dann
get his
von den
great
Mecha
profile
Bro.
picture and a whole set
was
of his
ein
skins
Mecha-
for free. Also, it will unlock 2
Mecha-
color variations in the shop for 49 gems each.
And lastly, Trick or Treat Leon, which will be available
This is
around
cool.
Halloween. We'll have other skins for Halloween, but they
Halloween.
will come in a different update.
And speaking of skins, all the
Oh,
robots
cool.
got finally remodeled. They are a lot
Die
more
Models
polished,
sind auch besser.
shiny,
Der
and
große
brawly.
sieht geil aus.
We'll be getting another awesome 3D animation feature
Animation,
pen
die
and 8-bit,
kenn
and
ich,
to
die habe ich mir
celebrate that,
angeschaut.
we'll be getting a new PvE mode.
In this mode, you must keep 8-bit alive by collecting coins across the map and protecting him from the waves of bots. If 8-bit is defeated, you lose the game. If you and 8-bit survive until the end, you win.
In this mode, 8-bit will be walking around and doing some work, so we'll be in a team of 4.
But also make sure you always have him in your sight.
You can swap brawlers in Power League. At the preparation screen, you can either request or
Brawler
receive a
tauschen.
request to swap a
Dann
brawler,
kann ich
and
den
if
Brawler
everything looks
swap.
great, you can accept it.
That could be a really good idea to secure a good brawler first, or if they are just better than you with that brawler.
We'll have a second
geil.
brawler which will be released later in
Brawler
September.
kann ich den
Gus
Comic
is a very
aufwechseln.
weird kid in his
Der andere
PJs and looks
Brawler.
like he hasn't touched grass for a while.
But
Perfect.
besides his catchy vibes, Gus is actually a support brawler with the ability to
Cool.
heal and protect allies.
For every
Cool.
attack Gus hits, he charges a new
Mega
bar.
geil, dieser Brawler.
Once this bar is full, the next attack you hit will drop a ghost in the map. If your allies touch this ghost,
Ja,
they
mega
will
geiler
heal.
Brawler.
You can drop multiple ghosts in the map.
With his super, he's able to cast a shield either on his
seltener.
allies or on himself. To cast it on allies, you should aim and hit your shot. To use it on yourself, you just tap the super button as if you would be auto-aiming.
And great news, if you look forward to unlocking him, he will be
Super
super
selten
rare,
Brawler.
which is quite easy to find in
So
boxes.
geil.
Trophy reset is getting longer. It's now every 8 weeks in line with the Brawl Pass seasons.
We are partnering with some awesome esport teams, and you'll be able to support them too by getting their profile picture or pins from the shop.
New challenges and quests with new sprays and profile pictures as rewards.
The Robot Factory environment is also available in Showdown.
New gadgets for Buzz and Grief.
Gears price reduction.
And a message from the future. We managed to travel in time and get Frank from the future to tell you a bit more about what we have planned for Brawl Stars in the future.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Wait, that's from the past. Sorry, Frank. So, we're all aware that we have some players who are concerned about the future. What do you have for the community?
Well, for the last few months, we've focused on designing and building our high-level roadmap for the future. And this is the first time ever we are talking about our future plans with you, our players. Why are we doing this? We feel there's a disconnect between you and us, and we'd like to resolve it.
So, let's talk about the next update.
To get this out of the way, yes, we are going to rework Gears. We didn't plan to make changes to the system this year, but we understand your feelings and frustrations about it, and we share most of them, other changes. In fact, we're going to make some changes already in this update. We reduce the cost to craft gears and gear levels by about 50% in the coming update by reducing the amount of required scrap and tokens.
So, should we talk about October a little bit?
We're going to simplify the flow on how you acquire gears and decrease their cost. And at the same time, we're going to introduce additional, more specific gears which won't be usable for all the brawlers.
And can we talk about what happens to existing gears?
We're pretty much hitting the reset button for gears and will reimburse all existing scrap, gear tokens and already crafted gears to you. This will happen in coins, and coins will play a much bigger role in how to unlock gears in the future. This essentially allows you a full respec for gears once the October update arrived. Refunds will be based on the total amount of scrap and gear tokens you've collected since we've introduced them last year.
Cool, and there is more, right?
Why, Paula? Yes. We're also reworking the existing PvE weekend modes. We ultimately don't believe they are fun anymore, and we're going to replace them with a new, more dynamic PvE system, which will introduce new features including multiple stages, persistent power-ups, different environments and new types of enemies and bosses. Almost like a place where we'll be able to tell a story in the future.
We also have plans beyond October.
That's right. The timeline becomes a bit more uncertain at this point. However, there are a few bigger topics we would like to tackle. And the first one is affecting the current progression system and its reliance on luck in order to unlock brawlers. We would like you to have more say in which brawlers you unlock and when, as well as which brawlers you would like to upgrade. These changes have a huge impact on how Brawl is played and will give every player a clear goal in the game. We'd like to get these changes into your hands as fast as possible.
And there are more things the team is working on.
Yes, we would like to make it more meaningful to improve playing certain brawlers. The concept of mastery. Think clearer goals, rewards, you get it. Additional items on our current list of things to do are matchmaking, a better sense of collecting cosmetics and more ways for you to show them off, as well as tools for you to share cool moments in the game on social media directly from within the game. We'd also like to introduce ways for you to recruit your friends, and yes, in parallel we've started working on a system to report other players for things like grief play. We're likely going to roll this one out rather sooner than later and start the process of collecting data and get a sense of the volume of reports.
This isn't a complete list of everything we'll do, but these are the topics currently taking the majority of our focus. You can learn more about upcoming features as usual here in Brawl Talk.
And with this, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you in October.
And giveaways! Yes, the Brawl Stars creators will be giving away Moon Bunny Squeak. So search for hashtag Bunny Squeak giveaway here on YouTube or any social media and read the rules to participate in the giveaway hosted by the Brawl content creators.
And this isn't a list. What's wrong with me? I did it perfectly before. I remember.
And if everything looks great for you, you can... It's supernatural.
That's right. Hasta la vista, baby. I'm better than Danny at everything.
R2, G2 sounds. Should I do it?
Was ein Brawl Talk. Apropos, Sie haben ja vorhin was gesagt von Creatern. Ich sage jetzt mal ein paar Creator, die zum Beispiel sowas verlosen Und zwar, das wäre erstmal Puki Brawlstars, Lukas Brawlstars, dann Jonas Brawlstars,